As the Darwin 200 ship sails around the world, the team on board has often reported seeing bright blue bioluminescence in the waters around the ship at night. This is produced by a group of organisms called dinoflagellates. Dinoflagellates are tiny organisms that float in the seawater. Dinoflagellates aren't plants, but they do obtain energy from sunlight, a bit like photosynthesis in plants. Believe it or not, you can actually grow dinoflagellates at home or at school and observe this amazing bioluminescent display for yourself. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this week's experiment. The easiest way to do this is to buy a dinoflagellate kit. They're available online. You'll get a pack of living dinoflagellates floating in this liquid here, and a pack of the culture medium. This is basically a solution with all the minerals and nutrients that the dinoflagellates need in order to survive and grow. First, you need to choose a container for your dinoflagellate culture. It's definitely a good idea to have a see-through container made of glass. That's so you can see the dinoflagellates in the liquid medium of the culture, but also so you can actually see and appreciate that amazing blue bioluminescent display. It's also advisable to have a lid for your container so you can close it and prevent any impurities or any objects falling inside and impacting your culture. A jam jar works really well. When you get your dinoflagellate kit, immediately put in the live dinoflagellates into your culture container. This is because they're living organisms, and if you leave them in their pack for too long, they'll simply die. There we go. They're all in there now. Then top it up with about a third more of the volume of the culture medium to give them the nutrients and minerals they need to grow. It's very important that the container isn't filled right to the brim. This is because the dinoflagellates need some air at the top for gas exchange between the water and the air above. You can then put the lid on your container. To maximize your chances of success, you can set up multiple cultures of dinoflagellates. I've bought this really cool light bulb shaped flask online, so I'm going to try my 2 dinoflagellate cultures to see how I get on. The next step is to choose a place where to put your dinoflagellate cultures. You have to think really carefully about this. They need light in order to get energy during the day, but they mustn't overheat. It's recommended not to put them on windowsills because exposure to direct sunlight will cause them to overheat and simply cook in these glass containers. You can put them a few meters back from a window where they're exposed to bright light but not direct sunlight. Or you can set up an LED light such as this one. Make sure that the light is positioned about 20 to 30 centimeters away from the cultures, and ensure that the light is as bright as possible. LED lights actually work much better than incandescent bulbs, because even the heat of incandescent bulbs can eventually build up and cause the cultures to overheat. If you can get one, an electric timer works really well and automates the setup to give the exact amount of light and darkness that the culture needs. It's advisable to expose your dinoflagellates to about 12 hours of light a day, which mimics the natural length of daylight in natural conditions. But it's also really important they have a period of darkness to represent the night. They need this period of darkness to rest in order to grow healthily. If you haven't got an electric timer, you can just turn on the lights manually each morning and don't forget to turn them off each night. You then need to leave your setup for about a week. This will enable the dinoflagellates to grow and absorb enough energy to produce their amazing bioluminescent display. Well, my culture is now ready. Join me in a week's time to see how my dinoflagellates have got on and if they make that amazing blue glow. Thank you for watching and see you then.